another screen. Okay, week 8. We have the Miami Dolphins. Of the Pittsburgh Steelers at home. So let's play this game against the Miami Dolphins that are 3-3, and we had a 6-0. Jacksonville Jaguars with this nasty defensive front line that they have. Let me just show y'all the. Let me just show y'all the stats, like where teams are like ranked it in. Let me just show y'all that right quick. Okay, so we're gonna go to here, and this is where the Jaguars are ranked at. They're first in offense. The 49ers are second. And defense, 49ers are the best defensive team in the league. The Jaguars are the second best because they have literally like, I really think they should be first because they got more sacks total. They got more sacks more than any other team do. I mean, the 49ers, they have, what, 19 sacks, quarterback sacks, and the Jaguars have 31, so something is not right here. I think maybe the reason why the 49ers are in first because might be points allowed or yards, probably yards, rush per yards or something like that. That's probably why. And the Seahawks are third with a 5-1 record. So this might have some problems dealing with those guys to give an X Factor, I believe. Let me see, who was it? Does Wheeler have an X? I think I need to give my boy Wheeler an X Factor. Wheeler has been playing really good the last past games. He's been playing really good. I'm surprised like he didn't have an X Factor. I thought I gave him one, but I give him a superstar one. I'm not gonna be screaming for that long. I'm gonna just probably do like these 3 games. This one against the Dolphins, the other one against the Patriots, and the other one against the Steelers. So if y'all did not see my other live streams, please go check them out. Cause just trying to do something different on my channel. So let's see what I was gonna do. Now, if I like to script the ball from people, let's see what can give me that ability to script the ball from them. He's already a fucking beast. Postman is already a beast. He deserves okay, let's give him his superstar abilities first. Inside stuffer and enforcer. Okay, that sounds about right because that's pretty much how he plays. Okay, let's see. Now we can give him his X Factor. There we go. Big hitter, yes. High motor, yes. Linebacker style pass rush. Scripts the ball. Yes, we want him to script the ball from people. Reinforcement. Okay. Coach, you remember all those big plays I pulled last week? You remember how I had that offensive line tipping and scrambling over themselves? Well, wait till you see what I do to the fans this week. I'm about to make a case of this league. Okay. So we're playing defense. So let's see what type of cool uniforms. I mean, okay, let's do it like this. I think, let's see. Those pants and that shirt right there. And these helmets. That's cool. So the Dolphins, since they have on blue, I don't want to be matching up with them. So let's see. Let's see. Jerseys. Not that. That's not what I wanted. Pants. Okay. Alright, let's get into it now. Five touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Okay. All right.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA.
Oh, great playing in the
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback from UCLA. It's Josh Rosen.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Oh, and that's your assignment. Go to the gap you're supposed to cover and not be deterred by anything else.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third down, here's Hill. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to fourth down as well. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. He'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught at the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They give it to Hill running right. And they'll get this one to
making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends, it might be flexed out. They've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Because I did like 2 screens in a row. Like, that's ridiculous.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
We rebuild.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
I was going to rebuild them, too.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one isn't
happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Rosen. Throw left side complete. It's Summers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to young.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. They'll drop the throw. That is caught at the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
I believe the Jaguars
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They got the offense.
Back to throw. Flushed out right.
Defense.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Managed to stay undefeated like you are now, and
looking to throw, dancing to his left, to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The rain of make everything look so.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again. You'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they're the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Joseph now to kick this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts. So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Perry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Hill on the return. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down. Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4.
They put in the fucking 3rd string running back. So
they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Got his man.
I see what Madden tried to do right there.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
On 3rd down, Perry. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Perry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd down now. It's Perry, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get ready, get ready.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Joseph now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. On 2nd down, it's Perry. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw is Rosen. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Boy, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Got that fast back there to receive punts. That's a nightmare for the guy
No
game planning, the
flags on
special
that play
teams
right
coach,
there.
but it's also a nightmare for the
Just
punter. Sometimes they get so
take
nervous
field
that they
and
miss hit
return
the
it,
ball and kick it right to him.
So if we
Point
return
after,
that,
right down the middle. And a route is on here in
if
this
I'm the
first
Patriots,
half.
I would try to win this game, that game against the Chiefs.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this
They
kickoff.
can't win it, then
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. On 2nd and 12, Rosen over the middle, complete. That's Summers. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They go play action. It's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. In the second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
So this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Back to the air, Rosen after the pick six. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
I'm trying to return that motherfucker. I want to return it.
At halftime here on Halloween. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hill. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Tried to throw it. It wouldn't let me throw it.
And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
But I will
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completion.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
Well, let me get out of this party. Someone said, someone just messaged me.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for the session of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far.
Try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
On first down, Perry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13, Rosen firing quickly here, and that's complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline.
Come on, now, let's go.
And now out come the Jags. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Hill. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, and it's Hill again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Rosen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Rosen to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp got that black cloud over their heads.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. second down now. It's Hill.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is
but
one of our guys.
Singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That time a 6-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Check 31. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. So
He said, damn, I intercepted that.
just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside of the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Now it's Rosen. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going. Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shot. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, it's Rosen. His pass caught at the 4.
Not getting there.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression, you're throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
Just take
it,
the 2.
Touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. They can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team to have a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We know these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
Bo had a good game. Tackle supreme. Okay. Breakout player. Alonzo Sharp is now a superstar X Factor, and you can use a zone ability. Oh, okay, that's cool. Let's see what his X Factor is. That's cool. It just literally just told me he got an X Factor. Reach, okay. Oh, he has reach leap, and he has unfakeable. That's good right there. I mean, this guy's a monster too. Alright, so let's see something. Let's go to the 49ers. We got George Kittle. George. Kittle is worth it, bro. Best tight end, DeForest Buckner. I think I'm gonna play this Green Bay game, and then I'm gonna play that 49er game. I mean, not the 49er game, the Jaguars again, and that'll be it. I'm gonna say that Steelers game for last. Okay. And then after this, I'm gonna end my screen. So after this, I play one more game and that's it.
Buddy, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the San Francisco 49ers.
Ready. HP Gator. Squeeze, double up. Big grip.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Mayer, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 22.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that route. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Rashad Penny, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now, he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch. Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number. 25 yards that time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Mayer. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run, Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
On 2nd down, Kirby. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their neck. Last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something.
They'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Back to throw. Mayer. That's to Cook out of the backfield.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw on second down. Mayer, this complete to Martin. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mayer. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And Following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last
true.
time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Again, it's Penny. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Number 53, Mike 53. Reach 3, 2, 18, chopper. Watch it.
2nd and 6. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script To start a half, other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yes, and don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Penny running right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Rashad Penny, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready? Snap.
Operating from the gun. Mayer, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
You got nothing to that. You got it. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. He'll drop to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
53, check 53.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hold. 53 is left. 53 is left.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. They'll throw right side here. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayer. And Martin's got it, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Mayer nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Throwing on 3rd and long. Mayer. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Ready, set, 53, check 53. Hey, defense, let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop the...
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I'm coming back.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. This is caught inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
They'll run on first down. Henson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
Throw right side complete to Carter. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very low. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll set up a throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg Joseph on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 17 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carter. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
To throw on 2nd down. Peyton gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Off the play fake. Peyton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Peyton throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
2nd and 2. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try the left side. Barrett, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Peyton got a man open. That's Harry, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out the, just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on... And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Throwing on first down. Peyton, catch is made by Harry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Ready. 70, Indy. Get him.
Looking to throw on second down. Peyton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, Henson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
Just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down.
And he lost the football, and the Jags grab it. Always got some breathing room. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville defense, here they come now. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
60 outlaw. Let's go, let's go. 5.
To throw on 3rd down. Peyton completes this to Waring. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Henson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Peyton. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Peyton, he gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Peyton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Peyton, he'll buy some time right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 28-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They're going to look to throw, escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, lose one. Wide, get wide.
2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Lloyd. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run it with Hill. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We got 4. We got 4.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. They find some open field here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you. I got you.
Throwing again. Peyton. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Out to his left. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Peyton. And that is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return as his guys continue to pour it on. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun. Peyton looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Peyton nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all we need.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, this is Hill. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
The defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Peyton got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Looking to throw. Peyton. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action.